Hello guys, and welcome to another video on this channel. Now 2019 is almost over. Today is December 10th, and I wanted to share some of my points, some of my future tactics, and some of my previous experience regarding print on demand, and mainly regarding Merch by Amazon. Because in this year Merch by Amazon was my main earner, apart from my other online businesses. So I wanted to share my some tips, or you can say some experiences regarding this. So for that I have noted down some of the points, so that I don't get distracted by into all that. So anyway, the first thing is that you might have noticed, if you are already on Merch by Amazon and you are new, is that there is a lot of competition on Merch by Amazon as compared to the previous years. There are like literally thousands of t-shirts, or maybe on a single topic or on a single phrase or niche. You can find it on Merch by Amazon. So there is a lot of competition, so you need to change your tactics or strategies for 2020. And I'll share with you my strategies that I'm going to apply and that I have applied in 2019, and what changes I will make in those strategies. Okay. Another thing that I will discuss in the video, actually all of the things that I'm going to discuss, all of the points in this video, I'll put it here on the screen in the form of a list, so you can have a guess, or you can say knowledge of what you are going to expect from this video. So the first thing is that Amazon is actually something new. Amazon as compared to Redbubble, as compared to Zazzle, Cafe Press, and other print-on-demand marketplaces, it is a new platform relatively. So they are continuously changing their policies, and they're continuously introducing new products on their platform. So that is something good. Introduction of new products, because in this way there is a lot less competition for new products. For example, this year Amazon has introduced tank tops, v-necks, those baseball t-shirts, and zip hoodies. So these type of things, introduction of new products, actually help those people who are at lower tiers, because now they can face less competition as compared to just putting those designs on t-shirts. So that is something that I am going to expect, is that in 2020 Merch by Amazon is actually going to introduce some new products, and that is going to help the people in the lower tier. And I'm going to tell you how you can use it in your own benefit, because this year when Amazon introduced those v-neck t-shirts and Raglan t-shirts, baseball t-shirts and tank tops, so that helped me a lot in getting sales on those new products as compared to just getting sales on t-shirts, and I'll discuss that in a later point. Another thing that is closely related to these new products is the policy changes that Amazon is continuously introducing. Last year when they introduced pop sockets, so they allowed the use of word pop socket in the description. You can say it was some variation of the word pop socket, one combination of that. But later on this year they have totally not allowed it to use the word pop socket in the description of your products. So that is something that you can expect, that if you already have a lot of designs, a lot of products online, so a single policy change can get your all of those products gets taken down if you do not adhere to that new policy. So keep an eye on that dashboard where Amazon introduces any news or any policy changes and any announcement that they make. You can see it in the dashboard. And if you install pretty much Google Chrome extension, and that will help you getting that new you can say that announcement in front of you as a pop-up, so that you do not miss any a serious kind of notification. Because this happened to me last year when they introduced their services in UK and in Germany. So there was a little policy change regarding UK shirts where you cannot actually create any designs or put any designs on that are actually somehow making fun of mental illness, or they are using any pun related to any kind of disease or illness, or something like that. So one of my design that was actually selling better on USA shirts, I put that on a UK shirt and it got rejected. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Keep an eye on those policy changes so that you do not get any of your designs rejected, or you can say a strike against your own account. The other thing that I would like to discuss is, if you are not already accepted on much by Amazon, is that if you want to get accepted, now Amazon has not clearly defined any specific requirements for you can say getting accepted on much by Amazon. So it's just you can say experience by experience basis. Some people are doing different things and they get accepted. Some people are doing different stuff and they are putting different stuff in their application and they are get accepted. So it's just case to case basis. But there is something that I have found after joining different Facebook groups and after doing a Reddit and all that, is that if you already have some kind of knowledge, or you can say a stable portfolio on other print on demand marketplaces, maybe on Etsy, on Redbubble, on Zazzle, on Teespring, if you already have a few designs, a couple of designs there, and if you show those portfolios to much by Amazon team during your application, there are higher chances that you will get accepted, because they of course Amazon is actually trying to make money, and if they know that you are already making money for other marketplaces, and so chances are that you will get accepted. Because in my first application, when I actually applied for much by Amazon, I got rejected because I didn't mention any of this, that I am already selling through microstock websites and through other print on demand websites like Redbubble and Zazzle, because these were the two main things that I was actually selling at that point. I didn't mention it. I just said that I have a background in graphic design and I'm doing graphics design and all that, and I got rejected. But in my in my second application, I discussed that. I actually told them, mentioned it here. I mentioned in the application is that I already have these portfolios on Zazzle and Redbubble, and I put the links to my portfolios in that application, and also my microstock photography or microstock graphic design links or portfolios in that application, and I got accepted within a week. So in my experience, this is how you can get accepted. Take some time to put some designs on other marketplaces and then show it to much by Amazon during the application. Another thing that I have noticed this year on much by Amazon especially is that as I already mentioned, that there is a lot of competition on t-shirts and on those products that are that they introduced at the start of their service, at the start of creation of their service. So t-shirts were the first products, I think, and there is a lot of competition, but still you can make decent sales by entering those niches that are already saturated. Because in this year I have been trying to push my products, push designs on those niches that are already saturated. So everyone has a different strategy. So this was my strategy. I was trying to push my design into those saturated niches, and I was using the help of AMS ads. So when I create something new, some new design, and put it on my products and that is related or that is in a saturated niche, I put some ads on for that products, and by pushing those products through the ads, mainly t-shirts that are already in thousands of numbers, I started getting sales slowly, and after a month or so I started getting organic sales for those products that are already in saturated niches. But there is another thing that I have noticed is that in the last year, in 2018, there are certain products that were selling a lot, certain designs actually are selling a lot almost every week, and I have only sold maybe just a few, maybe less than 10 this year products of those designs. So this is something that you have to keep in mind, is that not everything sells forever. You have to continuously change your designs and make new things to expect you can say a stable stream of income from much by Amazon. There are other tips and other tactics that I will discuss later in the videos, what you can do with those designs that were selling a lot and then they almost stopped selling. So I'll discuss that in later videos, but you have to keep that in mind, is that now if you want to push something in those niches, you have to have the help of advertising, whether you are using Facebook ads, Google ads. I mainly use AMS ads, so I do that. So AMS ads help a lot, although I have to, there are months where I had to spend a lot of money, and all of that those ad campaigns didn't convert into profit, but that did help me push those products and into those niches and get some organic sales as well. Another point that I wanted to share with you is that create multiple streams of income. Now it depends upon your final goals, whether you are using these online earning through much by Amazon, other print on demand marketplaces and other stuff as you can say a part-time job thing, or you are planning on converting it into a full-time business and into a full-time work. So that depends upon your future goals and your final goals. And as I'm just doing it as full-time, so I'll keep this in my view regarding the upcoming you can say tips. So if you are doing it full time, then always create multiple streams of income. Don't depend on a single stream of income. You can say multiple platforms, or you can say multiple ways that you can earn. As I already said in my previous videos, that I mainly have three streams of income: these print on demand marketplaces, and then micro stock, photography, graphics and videography thing, and the third one is the freelancing thing. So I have these three main streams of income, and from multiple platforms, multiple websites. So they kind of balance out each other. For example, if some month I'm not making some good sales on much by Amazon, I am getting some decent sales from my micro stock portfolios. I'm getting some decent orders through my freelancing portfolios. So all of these things kind of balances out, and that is going to help you a lot if you are going to make this whole thing into full-time business. So keep that in mind, and also it can keep you safe. For example, if you have portfolios on different platforms, so if unfortunately you get banned or your account gets closed on a certain portfolio or a certain marketplace, you can still earn from other marketplaces, so or you can say other streams. So keep that thing in mind, don't put all the eggs in one basket. Another thing regarding much by Amazon that I would like to discuss with you is the trademarks, because trademarks are continuously changing. People are putting new and new trademarks for new and new phrases, so they are continuously changing. But I'm going to discuss this in relation with the new products that Amazon is going to introduce in the future probably. So previously last year they introduced pop socket, and mainly if you see the variety of products that much by Amazon offers, mainly all of these products are come into the category of clothing. That is, I think article 25 or category 25, something like that. So they all come into that category, and you can use TM Hunt or USPTO platform for those trademark searches, so that you do not get any trademark strike against your design. So that is easy if you are just doing it for clothing. But if they introduce something new, as they have introduced pop sockets, so the pop sockets do not come under the same category of as clothing. So maybe some trademark is someone has a trademark for a certain phrase for clothing category, and they do not have a trademark for that in that category of their, I think, electronic cases or something like that. So you can put that design on pop socket, but it doesn't mean that you can put the same design on t-shirts and other apparel or clothing categories. So you have to keep in that mind, if Amazon introduces something that is different from the clothing categories, and if you already have a design that is selling well on clothing, maybe t-shirts or hoodies or anything like that, do not put that design on another new type of product before searching a trademark for that particular phrase or and your description or titles through USPTO, using you can say a proper category of that products. Maybe they will introduce in future, they might introduce phone cases, they might introduce those bags or anything, and they might introduce. So if they are different from the clothing categories, try to search trademarks for those products in their relevant categories. Don't put your best selling designs on those products and risk your account. Another thing that I would like to discuss is that if you have all of your slots full, if you are in lower tiers, all of your slots are full, then what you should do, what I usually do is that if my slots are full, I focus on my other print on demand platforms, Teespring, Redbubble, TeePublic and all that. I have created introductory videos regarding these websites, so you can check that out as well on my channel. So try to focus on those platforms, try keep creating new design, keep doing niche research for finding try to find new niches, you can say low competition, less competition niches, and try to find out the phrases which you can use to cross niche. I have already made a video regarding cross niching, so you can check that out as well. So try to cross niche different niches, that is going to help you a lot in selling products, especially trending products. So keep yourself busy in creating new things and putting those things on other platforms. In this way you are not going to get you can say that feeling that you are not making enough sales. Okay, another thing that I would like to discuss is regarding seasonal type of products. For example, in summer you are going to get more sales on tank tops, on t-shirts, sleeveless short sleeve t-shirts, not long sleeve t-shirts. So you are going to get more sales on those products. And in winter you are going to get more sales on long sleeves, on sweatshirts, on hoodies. So try to focus your designs on those products which are going to sell for a particular season. For example, if you are doing putting new designs during summer and you have limited number of slots available, try to put those designs on products that are going to sell in that season. If you're going to put those designs on hoodies, that's not going to sell in summer. So when the winter comes, you can activate those new products through for your designs. But don't try to keep your slots filled just for the sake of filling it. Try to put those designs on those things that are going to sell in the particular season. And this is what I have done in this season, this year, and this has helped me in getting my stable sales on much Amazon, because previously I didn't have much slots available, neither I have you can say different types of products available, so I was making less sales. So this year it helped me, also the introduction of the new products on much Amazon, and also putting those my design on those products in those particular seasons. So for the winter, when the winter came, I activated those designs that were selling on t-shirts, and I activated the hoodies and long sleeves and sweatshirts for those designs, and then they started selling this season. Because when you activate it at the start of this new season, they are shown as the new products. So if a customer is searching for something new, your products will show up. And if you have already turned it on in the wrong season, they will not show up under their new products, and that is going to hurt your sales. So keep that in mind as well. So that is all for now mainly, and I think I have conveyed all of these points and tactics clearly to you. And if you have any questions regarding this, if you have any confusion, anything that I have said in this video, you can ask me in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer those questions. in the future I'm going to create new videos regarding other print on demand platforms as well, and regarding my experiences on freelancing platforms, and regarding microstock, graphics and photography. So you can expect that from my channel in the future in 2020. And if you are interested in earning a decent living online, and if you have that passion, or if you have that goal of creating a stable source of passive income so that you can live freely, getting that financial freedom. So if you are interested in this, you can subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon so that you can be notified about my future videos as well. And thank you for watching.